Today is a great day. It is Thursday, November the 24th. That's right. And I'm here with this quick update. It's a sad update. So many things have been going down this year. Like I've always said in my past videos, if you've been following me for a while, this bear cycle is going to weed out all of the projects that pretty much don't have that real sustainability, real utility, and real revenue value in order to make it to the bear markets because we're talking about no other than, I'm sure everybody heard about it, Furio. Now, Furio, I've never got into, but of course I've heard about it, and I've got to say this: I've looked at it at least twice and wanted to get into Furio. Is it a rug pull? Is it not a rug pull? We talked about stable fund the other day and that possibly being a rug pull. Now we got Frio on the table. Now I'm not in this, and I usually don't talk about projects that I'm not in, but I know that there's so many active members out there, YouTubers, crew members, passengers that are in Furio, and Furio is going through some ups and some downs. We're gonna look at what's going on. We're gonna see what's happening as I read some of the, details from their article, and we'll maybe conclude if it's a RP or not, or friendly RP. I don't know. Let's look at what they're saying. And you leave it in the comments. You let me know your opinion about Furio. If you are in Furio, let me know. And yeah, there's a lot going on. So let's get to it. So make sure, hop on over to the Positive Life Express. Like, subscribe, comment, click that bell. And don't forget to choose all once you do click that red button. All right, let's hop in. So we've got the Furio update for the 23rd, which was yesterday, and it has always been the intention of the team to try and build a sustainable ecosystem. The crypto market has a level of volatility. I've heard this so much. I'm not. I haven't even read this. And once you'd say the market conditions are due to the market, we've got that phrase so much this year for a lot of our passive income platforms. And once we hear a platform reaching out to the community with that topic, especially at the beginning, that's what they would say a red flag right there, or it doesn't look good, But let's keep reading. All right, here we go. The crypto market has a level of volatility in any and every direction, and the flames get fanned at a ridiculous pace. And the flames get fanned at a ridiculous pace. Okay, maybe that's some subliminal message. It is always going to be a challenge launching in the bear market. Now, I've got to agree with them with that. But a challenge we felt more up to. Great, wonderful. We've always made the big decisions when required, and put measures in place to try and assist the component parts to move in the right direction at the right pace. This will not change. One of our objectives has been to move the ROI system to an immutable state. The current state of the global economy and the state of crypto markets has accelerated the need to put some of the finishing touches to the ROI system. Our intention has always been to further strengthen the external income streams to balance the very basic equation: outflow less than inflow, i.e., balance of the books. Okay, the LMS, and we've talked about LMS before. Horde has got the LMS system. Furio has also taken it in, and that's when the price stays in that range, so that we don't have fluctuation in the token price, and trading can be somewhat sustainable, and that ROI, what they're giving you on the DAPP, can continue to be given out. So yeah, shout out to Furio for innovate to try to get that going to help their project continue to be sustainable. But yeah, so the LMS trading bot will return attractive numbers to the ROI system, but the people have to remember this is an annualized trading strategy and must be viewed in this way. Since the issues with FTX and the pressures this has created, we have been staggered by the immaturity of certain members of the DeFi community. Here we go. Michael talked about it yesterday, and now we got Furio with the same issue with community members. Rather than projects backing each other and communities supporting each other, bearing in mind that many are involved in multiple projects, yes, of course we are, there are FUD attacks and attempts to undermine projects. The individuals involved need to have a long, hard look at themselves. You are the fools that DeFi needs to get rid of as it matures. So, guys, if you might be a fudder, which of course we do have a lot of fudders out there because FUD is a topic itself, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So, there are some YouTubers, channels, influencers, social media, uh, quote unquote gurus that channels and their outlets are based on FUD. So, you even have some YouTubers that just attack projects that not doing good or could possibly be, you know, quote unquote scams, Ponzi's, rug pulls. And so, it's like yin and yang. How can we put it? Can we just have 100% positivity? I don't think so because the world isn't a perfect place. But if everyone treated themselves like they wanted to be treated, then we could get close to being strictly positive. But it is what it is. I digress. All right. Over the last 7 days, we have been subject to over 1.23 billion. Whoa, are you kidding me? DDoS hits. So if you don't know what that is, it's like a hack. I can't remember exactly what it stands for, but a lot of projects that have been in the space this year have been prone to these DDoS hacks, and then they're gone. From thousands of IP addresses and co-coordinated FUD attacks on various social media channels, the perpetrators were a nuisance and a distraction, but no more than that. Okay, great. We are also aware of people adopting a first to the lifeboat mentality and thinking they would bypass sell restrictions and take advantage of the floor price of LMS, transferring tokens to bypass the sell limits with little or no regard for others. It is this to the first lifeboat approach that drives projects to the ground. The funds in the LMS are as a result of diligent trading by the team, and they will be used to generate returns. With the markets as they are, and with no indication of any upturn for the foreseeable future, we will be introducing changes to ensure the longevity of Furio and protect the community. There were three options. Whitelist, we implement the changes. Here we go. Freeze contracts, carry on as in, and watch the LMS get abused to zero, or implement a very low no sell limit. We have obviously chosen option three. We do not believe in freezing contracts unless there is an absolute state of emergency and it goes against the objective of our end goal, immutability. All right, so implement a very low no sell limit. Option one also impacts the community members who behave responsibly and may have been impacted by the remittal action required to repel the DDoS hack attacks. Option two is short sighted and against the interests of the genuine community members. So, in adopting option three, whilst we implement the changes below, the cell facility is paused for a limited time. Nothing else is impacted. So, so they're going to do their changes, and pretty much, I guess, you'll only be able to maybe not even really sell, at the end of the day. But let's keep reading on. And Fairpool withdrawals are paused for the unique upgrades being introduced, but rewards are still being paid. USDC deposits can be made, so deposits can be made. Rewards are still being paid. The changes which will be implemented over are as follows, and as these will be expedited as quickly as possible. Anyone who sells and is in a negative position, compound rate 50% of your sell will be staked. If you're a pro and at the 30-day rate, if you are existing higher rate staker, it will be at the higher rate. You will be able to claim your Fairpool USD rewards only on a daily basis or compound these. All right, so if you sell and anyone who sells and is in a negative position, 0.5 compound rate, 50% of your sell will be staked in the Fairpool for you. at the 30-day rate. So pretty much, it's kind of like 50% of your funds, I would say, going to the fur pool. So it's like, don't sell, dude, or else possibly if you don't want to stake in the fur pool, because if you did, then you would just go to the fur pool one time and stake your, uh, you know, rewards, aka whatever you want to say. So, um, kind of like somewhat of a, a sell tax, but not actually a tax. It makes it look much better. Then it goes into the how can we say, into the fur pool. So let's keep moving on. So let's go now. One quick sec for me, crew members and passengers. Let me just send out a quick message. Still on the JLB. Okay, great. So anyone who sells, we got that. The LMS price is going to move until further notice to the range of 90 cents USDC to a $1.10 USDC. This reflects the current position of the market. It gives everyone the opportunity to compound for the future and more positive market conditions. So, again, I'm not in Furio, but I've seen Furio. And Furio now has been uh, community exploited in a nice way. The market is just doing Furio bad. Is it a rug pull because now they have to implement all these changes? Do this if you sell and all that stuff. And I'm only highlighting this because we just highlighted Stable Fund, talking about that being a rug pull. Now bring in Furio, which is a huge project, a lot of people in it, and definitely quote unquote was supposed to be somewhat of the drip competition. Uh, there's a lot of people out there saying, well, Furio is better than drip, and drip is better than Furio. So that's why I am just reading this, and I've always been looking at Furio. I've seen the changes that they made even before this. When they're, even when it was a big thing when the price was at $20 and then it came down to 5, and then the LMS was introduced, and then all these changes came. So here's the thing. Yeah, I mean, if you, it's like to each his own. Some people see changes as good. Some people see changes as bad in DeFi protocols, especially when there's changes to what you could sell. Then, quote unquote, some people may say they don't have the money. That's why you can't sell, or they are giving you selling rules. So, I don't know. But they did do a lot explaining. We could give them that credit. And everybody who's been in Furo knows Furo has been making changes, so it's nothing new. It's not like everything was going good, then all of a sudden, bam, they got this change thrown on their heads for being a part of this platform. But hey, I mean, 2.5% in rewards, up to 2.5%. I mean, that's beautiful. I always wanted to get into Furo, but I didn't. But I don't know. It's gonna be on my radar now. We're gonna see if they're gonna make it, and they're gonna do exactly what they say they're gonna do, and if they're gonna be here for the future. Can they be here for 365 days, like BNB Miner, like Drip? Let's see. Is the LMS bot gonna be able to sustain and do what it has to do? Are the community members going to change their sentiment, and can things just get more? How can I put it? More positive in general with, you know, the devs, the protocol leaders, whatever we want to say, and everybody be on the same lifeboat instead of running to the lifeboat to get away. But I just wanted to highlight this on the channel so you guys can let me know what you think. Again, a lot of people really like Furio, so that's why I had to talk about it. Some people are saying it's a rug, some people are saying it's not a rug. You let me know your thoughts, and let's discuss it in the comments. All right. So This is D Life with this quick video update. Is it a friendly rug pull? Is it not a rug pull? And can we move forward? Well, you let me know. D Life here, over and out.